Hey, call me Shape, and today I'm reacting to a video titled How Women React Around Attractive Men. Let's get right into it.
We're going to start off with a really funny thing many women will do when they're around attractive men. Number one is she may talk louder. I know it sounds a little funny, but it's very accurate. She probably has no idea she's even doing it. But it's very common if she's around someone who's attractive and she wants him to notice her, she is going to just unintentionally do things to catch your attention. And one of these things could be, let's say she's talking with her friends. She may just kind of start talking louder. And this is especially true if she's also kind of shooting like glances your direction. Many women do this. It's kind of funny to look for once you're aware of it. It's, again, something she's probably has no idea she's doing, but she's hoping, that maybe you'll hear her talking and you'll notice her and you'll think she's cute. I'm not sure how talking louder would make her more cute, but we do strange things when we've got the butterflies. The second thing many women will do when they're around an attractive man is she might laugh a lot. This is incredibly common. Now, it can be for a couple of reasons. One, research has shown us that when a woman is attracted to a man, she just tends to find his sense of humor a lot more funny. She enjoys his sense of humor more. In addition to that, many women, not all women, but many women, when they're nervous, tend to laugh and giggle. And so you put the butterflies with the nervousness, with the fact that this guy, we think his sense of humor is really great. That is the perfect recipe for a lot of laughter. And so many women, when they're around attractive men, they will tend to just laugh a lot. The next thing many women will do around attractive men is one that none of us like to admit. And this is sometimes it affects you in such a way that you become really clumsy. And you become butterfingers, that you drop things easier. Maybe you even aren't paying attention, so you walk into people or walk into walls or something because you're having a hard time breathing and you're focusing all on him and a little afraid of what he does or doesn't think about you. It's very, very common for people when they're attracted to someone to kind of feel the nervous jitters and to become maybe a little bit more clumsy. It's kind of brutal though, because when you're attracted to someone, you want them to think the best of you, right? So it's a little bit brutal, but if you're looking for that sign, it can definitely be a helpful one to look out for. Another thing some women will do when they're around attractive men is they may start to act really shy. They may not talk a lot. I've had many men reach out to me and say that they've assumed that a girl totally hated them because maybe she talked to other people, but when it came to talking with him, she would just shut down and get really shy and she wouldn't talk. Sometimes the honest reality of why she's doing that is simply because she is so attracted to you and she's nervous. This tends to be more a sign with shy girls because she wants you to think well of her so badly, and so it can kind of have a paralyzing role. So if there is a girl that you're totally crushing on, you think is so cute, and she tends to act more shy around you, don't necessarily take that as an indicator that she wants nothing to do with you. It could honestly be that she really wants to talk to you, but she's just having a shy attack. Now, the next thing women will do around attractive men also goes for kind of some of the more shy women. And this is that she may avoid eye contact with you. Again, it would be very easy to assume that it's because she hates you, but it can also just be a sign that she's scared, that she's feeling those butterflies, she can't breathe, she's afraid she's going to say something stupid, and so she may avoid eye contact. And another variation of this could be
she's absolutely right about this. And this is kind of hard to pick up initially, but at the gym you're going to see women do all these things. Now, some people are just straight up trying to avoid you, right? Some people don't like you, so I don't think that every girl that's doing that likes you. But if she shows signs of this, right, she doesn't know what to say to you, right? She's unsure, shy. She doesn't make eye contact with you. She keeps her head down. She doesn't look up at you. It's normally a sign of inferiority. You know what I'm saying? So that's a respect to you. So if someone can't make eye contact to you in general, that's a sign of respect. Yeah, you that ish. You know what I'm saying? But I remember I had a girl who, I met her at the gym and I think she liked me or whatever. So I remember a few days after like meeting her for the first time, like first talking to her, she came over like while I was working out. She's like, "Oh, I need that right there." Like, and I was just like, felt like she was trying to figure out a way to like break the ice, and she used like the gym equipment. She was like, "Oh, I need the rope," you know. Turns out there's ropes all over the place. She could have found another rope, you know. But yeah, if a girl likes you, man, they try to hide it because they feel like you have power over them, and they don't want you to be able to make them do things they're not ready to do just yet. So be on the lookout for it.
Talk that I'm sure you've heard me mention in other videos. Now here's a less shy thing that women will do around attractive men. Yes, she may avoid eye contact, but many women will try to catch your eye and maintain that eye contact. She's gonna want to create a connection with you. She's gonna want you to notice her across the room, and she's going to want to create that connection and encourage you to approach her and interact with her. So many women will try to catch your eye and maintain that eye contact rather than avoid it.
Avoiding eye contact with a woman is concerning, but you know what's even more concerning? Not having health insurance. And that's why today's video is sponsored by Ishmael Stonewall. Take it from here, Ish.
Yeah, so thanks, Shape. So as we know, a lot of people are looking for health insurance right now. It's open enrollment. I offer free consultations to my clients. We work with small businesses, families, and individuals to find their best health insurance options. Now, we work with all major carriers, Aetna, Blue Cross, Cigna, and United, on their public and private networks. Typically, we save our clients about 20% on their premiums, and we get them PPO networks, which means nationwide coverage. So if anyone listening here could benefit from a consultation, maybe save some money on your insurance or find something better, hit me up, give me a call, give me a text, schedule with me, and I'll see if I can help you out. Let's go.
Yeah, so if you need health insurance or you're looking to reduce your premiums, give my buddy Ishmael a call and let him know Shape sent you.
Now, honestly, you may be wondering what to do next. I obviously have many more signs to share with you in this video, but in the back of your head, you may be wondering, this is great, but what happens next? It's important to keep the attraction going, to keep the connection strong, and to make your move. If you don't do that, this is what ultimately can cause a woman to pull away. Not because she wasn't interested, but because nothing's happening. She assumes you're not interested. So attraction is either growing or dying, and you want to make sure you're doing what you need to keep it growing. And these are, of course, things I walk you through in great detail in my academy, Attracting Lasting Love Academy. However, I have a really great place for you to start. Make sure you grab my free guide, 13 Signs She Is Waiting for You to Make a Move. Imagine knowing just by how she looks, how she's positioned herself, by how she acts, that she's totally attracted to you and she wants you to make a move. That would make approaching so much easier, right?
You know what's funny about this is that women talk about how they're all different. Oh, we're all different. Don't compare me to do that girl. Stop generalizing. Stop saying all women, all women. But she just gave a list of things that are pretty general that women do. The only odd thing about it is this, is that a woman could do two different behaviors but be interested in you. Like a girl could make eye contact with you and be interested in you, and a girl could not make eye contact with you and be interested in you. That's the only thing. That's kind of confusing. But in general, women would do both of these things in general. You'd find a girl that would make eye contact with you. Those are the confident girls, the girl that they know they look good, right? And so they're trying to, they really want you to approach. If a girl makes eye contact with you like that, she really wants you to approach. You know what I'm saying? You should go for the whole gusto, right? Go for the straight home run, one shot, one kill. What's the deal? Especially if you're like at a bar or something, you better make an approach within 3 seconds. The minute that occurs, right away. And I've done this before too. It's one of the best indications of interest for sure. But the other thing I want to say is, it's funny that you're trying to sell a book about this. It's because many men are clueless. We don't know, right? We don't know. The fact they can do two different things throws us off. The fact that, girls just won't come out and just say it. If you like us, just tell us. I think in the future what's going to have to happen is that women are going to have to, be way more aggressive. Because men are like, we're not approaching no more, yo. This is too much work, too much headache. I get all these rejections. I might as well be, hit the gym, make money, and let y'all chase me. That's what I'm doing.
So this is a guide that every man needs. This is an essential resource. And again, I'm offering it to you right now for free. So I'll put a link in the description below and in the pinned comment. Make sure you grab that guide. It's going to help you so much with your next steps. The next common thing women do around attractive men is play with her hair or her accessories. This is something she doesn't even really necessarily realize she's doing. Maybe she's hoping that it looks nice and she wants to make sure she's, got it looking good. Or maybe she's just kind of got that nervous thing you do when you're like, I gotta do something with my hands because that guy is so stinking hot. And so it's just kind of like a nervous reaction, or even a, hey, I hope he notices how cute I look. Bottom line, it's an incredibly common thing women do around men that they think are attractive. As a matter of fact, when I very first, early years of being a coach, and I started learning about body language, I remember I was putting together a video on this topic, and then I went out to a dance, and there was a guy who was really, really cute, and I was watching him across the room, and I was playing with my jewelry, and I didn't even know I ever did that before that day. So it's a very common sign, even though it sounds a little funny. The next very common thing women do around attractive men is the catwalk. Now, I've said this in past videos, and some guys are like, what in the world is the catwalk? It's where she lets her hips sway, okay? It's a very common thing. Not all women do, but many women do around attractive men. If she's letting her hips swing when she walks, it's because it accents her femininity. And she doesn't even realize she's doing it, most likely, but it's a way for her to try and appear feminine and attractive to you. So when a woman is shaking her hips when she walks, it's a very, very good sign of attraction. The next thing women often do around attractive men is very subtle touches. When we're attracted to someone, we want to touch them. Everybody knows that, right? And having those little subtle ways to break the touch barrier is a very, very common indicator of attraction. And often we don't even recognize we're doing it. It's not like you're like, I think I'm gonna break the touch barrier now. Here we go. It's usually something very subtle. She'll give you a playful push or touch your arm when she's talking to you. Maybe she'll stand close. She may even brush up against you when she walks by, perhaps even completely unintentionally. But those little subtle touches indicate attraction. So if you notice that happens frequently, it's a really good sign of attraction. The next thing women will do around attractive men, we've talked quite a bit at the beginning of this video about things shy girls will do. Well, something many women will do who aren't as shy is she'll be really playful and really flirty. You've always got to take personality into consideration. But many women, how flirty and playful they are is a huge sign of attraction.
Or it could be a sign that they're attention 304. There's a lot of attention 304s, right? Attention hoes. And you got to be careful of them. They're going to flirt, joke around with you, sway their hips, make eye contact with you. They want all your attention, but just for attention's sake. Not because they're interested in you. And this is where a lot of us get so confused, because a lot of these signals that we get from girls are from attention 304s. A lot of them, right? And here's what's even worse. They'll talk to you about sex. Yeah, they'll talk to you about it. They'll make nasty comments all the time. Innuendos all the time. This is one of the things that bother me. So it's like, look, in my mind, the way I'm starting to look at this whole dating thing is like, when it comes to women, I'm interviewing them for a job. I'm not interviewing for their job. So at the end of the day, I'm not trying to live up to their standard. I'm not trying to win them over. If I got to win you over, I don't want you, because I'm not applying to your job. I'm the one that's hiring. And with that being said, that means that, like, I'm not worried about whether she likes me or doesn't like me. It's about if I like her. Right? That's the frame. Do I like her? Do I find her interesting? Can she be valuable to me? Because if she can't, she can keep on going, right? Because there's girls that like me that I have no interest in. Like I told you guys before, I ghost girls, but not because I'm trying to be rude or mean. It's just because if I don't even feel like talking to you no more, I won't talk to you anymore. I've ghosted a girl after I took her out on a $200 date. We spent almost a whole day together, and we went out for brunch. We hung out. went to, at a museum, and then we went out to get some dessert, and so we spent a good portion of the day together. And I never hit her up ever again. Yeah. And I still had fun. I had a great time, But again, the idea is that I got to figure out, are you valuable to me? Can I use you for something? Are you useful? Are you different than these other girls? Are you going to be agreeable, or are you going to be disagreeable? I got to size you up. Did you grow up with your dad or not? This is something I think I got to require now, because I've realized the more women who grew up without fathers, they don't know how to follow the leadership of a man. If you grew up in a single mom household, you're used to the woman working hard and doing what she got to do. That mindset to me is not going to be great for a wife, right? I need to find a woman who's going to be not combative, but compatible with me, right? That we could work together and we could cooperate. A lot of times, women want to argue with you about absolutely nothing, right? Like, you can't have no type of conversation with some girls because it'll turn into an argument, because they got to challenge you and correct you and tell you what they don't like, and they don't like this, and I don't care. I want to tell girls sometimes, I don't give a damn what you like. Stop telling me. But again, it's the same kind of frame where they're trying to get you to interview for their job. So you got to wait till they're ready to hook up. You got to wait to this, and then you got to see what they want to do. Ain't nobody got time for that, bro. Grind, do what you got to do, get on your purpose, and honestly, get your life together. The time I spent with women this year, the money I spent with women this year, I really should have been putting it into YouTube. I'm telling you. Because YouTube's the one that's going to really pay the bills, right? YouTube's the one that's going to really pay the rent, allow me to move into a nicer apartment, allow me to travel. Not these girls. These girls are going to cost me if I got to travel with them. So the truth of the matter is, we shouldn't be chasing liabilities. We shouldn't be concerned of whether they like us or not. In the sense of, we got to be the ones interviewing them for the job. And yes, let me even flip this back a little bit back. I want the girl to like me. And her liking me is an important thing. But me liking her is where everything starts. If she likes me and I don't like her, it all dies. And that's the point I'm trying to say. And you got to keep that in her frame. You got to keep it so, oh yeah, don't mess up, girl. I might not like that. I don't like that.
Sounds like a little bit of a no-brainer, but it's something a lot of people can miss. If she's acting flirty, if she's acting playful, especially if you're the one she acts this way around the most, or even exclusively, that can be a really good indicator that she's very much attracted to you, and she wants you to be attracted to her. She wants you to notice her that way. And the next thing women will do around attractive men is she will seek one-on-one time. Now, obviously, I mean this completely appropriately. Let's say that you're at a party and there's like a whole bunch of people around, but she really just, indicates that she just wants to talk to you, or she just keeps following you around hoping to interact with you. Or maybe she hints or suggests things you can do that are like a one-on-one thing, like going to a certain event together, the two of you. If she's looking for that one-on-one time with you, that is a good indicator of attraction. Especially a woman who is looking for a lifelong partner. She wants to get to know you. She's not interested in charming the whole room. She wants to get to know that one special man. And so seeking that one-on-one time is a big deal to her. And remember, with this and with all of them, it's very important to keep that attraction alive and to make your move. So make sure you grab my free guide, 13 Signs She's Waiting for You to Make a Move. There's a link in the pinned comments and in the description below. Now, let's quickly recap what you just learned about what women do when they're around attractive men. Number 1 is that she may talk louder than normal. Number 2 is that she might laugh a lot. Number 3, unfortunately, she might act a little bit clumsy.
And a girl could, oh my God, I almost dropped my phone, my bad. And a girl could do all these things and still not like you, or still not be the right one for you, Or she might be attention 304. I don't know. It all depends. But how about we're going to read some of the comments, and then I'll take this bad boy home. Okay, so first comment from Rick says, actual harassment charge or being called a creep is just a misjudgment away. Tread very carefully, guys. Yeah, you do. And this is the point I'm trying to say is like, oftentimes I think as men, we accidentally read kindness as liking us because we're just not used to women being kind. When a woman's being kind and polite and friendly, it's so rare these days that it's like, oh man, maybe she likes me. That's the only reason we could assume she's doing it, not because you're just being pleasant and it's just a social pleasantry, you know? Because people, it's almost like people don't care about social pleasantries anymore. Like northern hospitality doesn't exist. Maybe in the South, but where I'm from in the Northeast, like it's like F you, get out my face type of thing, you know? Another comment says, women can display such behaviors only to use you for attention. What did I say? Validation or specify or specific business. Very often their interests and seduction are weaponized. Yep. Do yourself a favor and just leave them with their games. And you know what's funny? I'm not even surprised that men are responding this way because it's exactly that. This whole game. But you got to understand, right? Dating is something that we're going to have to do till the day we die. And so we might as well get it down now. Like, understand it now. I know a lot of men want to just leave the game altogether, and that's fine. But understanding women is going to be one of the most important skill sets you're going to need. Because you're going to need to know how to deal with them. Whether you're in the workplace, whether it's friends, you know, whatever scenario you're in, you're going to have to know how to deal with women. So understand what you're saying, my guy, but definitely have a more positive outlook at it. All right, another comment says, the laughing a lot is so true. I will actually test a girl by saying something that was intended to be funny and in reality is not. And if I get a genuine laugh out of her, knowing no one would I know what time it is. Knowing no one would I know what. Yo, people, y'all need to get way. I don't know where y'all got y'all grammar from, but damn, this is horrendous. Anyway, he says, if she starts laughing at my ridiculousness, I will escalate for exchanging numbers. It's a for sure way to tell if she's into you. Yeah, guys, I would say, for the most part, the most valuable thing a girl can be to you is interested in you because they're the ones that are most likely to cooperate with you. But make sure you're interested in them back, right? Don't make sure, even though, like, a girl, let's say if you look at the hierarchy of things you want from a girl, number one should be that she likes you. Number two, that you find her attractive. Number three, that, you know, there's respect and you guys are kind of compatible. But either way, you got to make sure you're attracted to her first, right? That's the best thing I can say, because if you guys level up the way I'm suggesting, you're going to have a lot of girls interested in you. That's just not going to work out. Like I said, for me, I went on many Hinge dates this year with very attractive women, and they didn't all work out. Some of them did. Some of them had success. You know what I'm saying? Home run. But others, I just accept it. And some of them ghost me. Some of them I ghost. You know? I switch up my style all the time. Anyway, like this video, subscribe to the channel. Channel blowing up. I appreciate you guys. And check out some other videos, and I'll see you over there.